So I was thinking about this and I wanted to talk about this particular subject because I was thinking about it. I was like, we always talk about luxury on a budget and we talk about designers, we talk about a lot of um, celebrity fragrances. Whenever people talk about, affordable fragrances that smell good, right? But then I thought about it. I wanted to talk about the niche on a budget. Now, hear me out. They're not going to be under 50, but they're definitely under 100. And we're talking full bottles. We're talking 50 mils. We are talking 100 ml bottles. So if you want to spend a little more coin and want to get something a little different, or want to try some niche houses because you're hearing about them, here are the ones that are where you can dip your toe, not spend too much money, and smell delightful. And some are going to surprise you. Okay, so when I think about niche houses, we're talking about the ones that, people are like, oh, there's so much different, hard to get. You can't get a lot of them on, go to just any store and pick them up, things like that. Now, of course, a lot of them have a high price tag, but a lot of them low key have come down in price and people are unaware of it because they're not looking like people like me do. So I want to talk about some brands, not necessarily the whole brand, but brands where you can find some good fragrances under $100. Some of them, a lot of fragrances under $100. So let's start off with the ones that if you have been shopping and you are in FradCom, you know that you can usually find these under $100. It's hard for me to spend over $100 on one of these fragrances. It really is. I'll just be like, what? You want what from me? And that is Montal right here. And of course, Mancera, their sister company, Mancera. Now, of course, these retail for $180. No, don't you dare. Listen, there's no fragrance that I feel like you need to rush out and get if you know that if you just wait it out a little bit for a few months, it ain't got to be brand new. It could be out for like 6 months and you can get it for a lot less. So most Montals, not all, because some of them are coming in a little bit higher right now because they're in demand. People are talking about them, but the majority of them, you could get way under 100. You could get some for $60, 100 mils. You could get $75, $80. And the testers are fine. They come, the testers, like this is a tester. This just has this piece that is, put in and set up where you could take it off. And the Manceras always come with tops too. So that is Montal and Mancera. Just in general, if you're looking at them and you're new to this, if you're looking for instant crusher stuff, don't you dare go to a Neiman or a Nordstrom or anybody else that carries Mancera and buy that shit full price. No. You better go on fragrance net. You better go on fragrance buy and get it for the right price, about $70, $80. All right, so that is Montal and Mancera. Now, this one was not always, but as of the last year, maybe year and a half, prices have definitely come down. And that is Etat Libre d'Orange. Now, they do have some that are a little bit more expensive, but they're slowly coming down too. But in general, you can find quite a lot of this brand under $100. This big old bottle cost me, it was really inexpensive. So it's just like you have to look around. If you can sample, go ahead and then you can see what you want and not spend that much money on them. So yeah, this is Etat Libre d'Orange. Definitely a house that you can find quite a bit. Like a lot of the things that were kind of popular in FradCom a few years ago, man, you can get them for nothing, hardly anything now. That's real talk. Real talk. Next up is Juliet Has a Gun. Now, yes, everybody runs to Sephora and gets it and spends all that money. Don't you do that. they are coming down on price really fast. Like ones that are kind of new, it only takes a few months. So you don't have to wait like a year or two to get them at a good price. Oh no, you can wait a few months. Vanilla Vibes has been under 100 for quite some time. You can find it. Now you got to do your research. Got to look around. This was a tester. Testers have caps, just so you know. So it was worth the price. Some of the newer ones that have been out in the last year or two are at the discounters and are under $100 now. So this is Juliet Has a Gun. As a brand, quite a bit of them you can find at a decent price. Now this one is just this particular collection from this house you can find at a good price. And that is the Secret Collection by Moresque. Right now, FragranceNet has been rolling them out at $59.99. Now, other places like Fragrance Buy is much more expensive, but Fragrance Buy has been getting the whole collection of the Secret Collection and putting them at $59.99. So that's where you look for these in particular, because under 100. Boom, there you have it. Now this house, some are a little more expensive, but a lot of them are under 100, and that is Quinta Canto by Terenzi. So this is one of the House of Terenzi's. This is one of Paolo Terenzi's houses, and a lot of them, like this Mirabelle, under $100. Ooh, that's a good vanilla, under $100. I think you can get this around 60, 70, about $75. So you can get a good deal on 100 mil. You can have that whole, you know, I've got something that no one has. Stunt on them hoes with this. Now this brand, and I'm kind of new to it, but I've been getting them under 100. This is Paris Monte Carlo. This is a very underrated brand. I have quite a few now. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I might have 4 from the house. And these are very sophisticated fragrances and very underrated. People don't really talk about Paris Monte Carlo. As soon as I get a couple more, then it'll reach house status, and I will give a glowing review. I will do a review on all the ones I have. But this is Paris Monte Carlo. As a house, always a good, you can find some really, and that was under 100. Look at FragranceNet and Fragrance Buy for the best prices on those. Now, this is another house that you can find quite a bit of them under $100, even the 100 mils, and that is Serge Lutens. Nothing broke. That is Serge Lutens. Serge Lutens as a house. You can find quite a bit of them on FragranceNet. Usually FragranceNet has the best prices and has the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Has the largest collection of Serge Lutens and seems to get them all the time. So a lot of them are under $100. A lot of the 50 mils are definitely under 100. Some of the 100 mils definitely are under 100. And these are such complicated, complex, just beautiful, elegant fragrances. So that's Serge Lutens as a house. And then finally, I wanted to show y'all this one, because you're probably going to be like, what? I'm here to tell y'all, you can find these. Nishane. Y'all see? Nishane. You can find Nishane 50 mils, quite a few of them, under $100. You just have to search. You have to wait around. Joma Shop especially. Who else was carrying them at a good price? I think it was Venba Fragrance. Quite a few of these smaller ones are getting Nishane at good prices, so that it's worth buying from them. So yeah, if you want Nishane, I know y'all like, what? Nishane is super expensive. Not if you look right. Not if you look right. The ones I have, even my 100 mil 100 Silent Waves was less than $150. My 50 mils The most I paid is $105 for one. I'm just saying that's how I roll with them. So Nishane, I'm just telling you, Nishane. I don't know how you should supposed to pronounce it, but yeah, you can make it happen. You can make it happen. I'm telling you, you can make it happen. So that is it for niche on a budget. So hey y'all, at any LuuLuu, I forgot one house that I love and you can find at good prices. Like I said, not everything is under 100, but you can find a lot under 100. And now you can even find, especially on Fragrance Buy, Fragrance Net is starting to come down, but Fragrance Buy really has the best deals on Histoire de Parfum. Now, Histoire de Parfum has they have a style, and their style is very elegant, very interesting and unique. Like this is Tuberose number 2. And for everybody who doesn't know, I have all of these in this line. This collection is 1, 2, and 3. And this one has a cherry note. It also has mandarin orange in it. It has a little tiare flower and frangipani. So this is a kind of tropical yet sweet cherried up tuberose, and it is lovely. And there are no other ones like this that I have found. So if you're looking for some unique ones and some that are really, you know, popular, like Ambra 114, I think it is. There's some that are very popular in the line. I still need to get that one. But yeah, Histoire de Parfum is another niche brand that you can look for and find some really good prices on. Do y'all see that stuff going on behind me? Don't it look kind of scary back there? Okay, so that's it for my niche on a budget. I hope you enjoyed these. I hope I gave you some that, you know, you could be saying, oh, damn, I can get some of these. Yes, you can. They cost no more than designers, and some of them a lot less than what you pay for a designer. So if you are interested in some of these fragrances, go ahead, take your time, do a little searching. You'll be surprised at the prices that you can find if you search hard enough. All right, so that's it. Hey, before I forget, if you know, what other brands do you know that you can get under $100? Quite, you know, and we're talking about quite a few of them that you can find on the gray market under $100. Let us know what brands you found where you can get some really good prices on the gray market. All right, it's your LuuLuu. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Talk to you later.